Okay, so in this video, I'm going to do a quick little comparison of the Inazone versus the Inazone. So yeah, I'm comparing the current Inazone to an Inazone from way back in the day. Now, you can see right away the different philosophies that Pyranha is doing with the Inazone compared to the older Inazone. Let's think of it this way. The older Inazone was probably 85% playboat and the rest maybe river runner, and this one's 85% river runner and the rest maybe playboat. So that's the different philosophies there. More like a beginner friendly type boat, and where the older Inazone, now this is the 220 Inazone, which I think is the smaller. I think it came in like 4 sizes actually. Funny that they still have that plate left on their seat bolts there. That thing's been around since what, 50 years. Now rolling them over, you know what surprises me is look at the rail like transition in the chine. You can see it's very similar actually right in the center. Isn't that crazy how centered how that chine drops like that? Now they have obviously not discovered wave deflectors in the bow yet. The wave deflectors on the current Inazone is so much better. I'm showing the thickness right there. The old Inazone is actually really wide, wider than I thought it was. There's that cutout that actually showed up on the firecracker and ozone, which is kind of crazy. I'm not that big a fan of that cutout in the stern right there. Just going more over the edge, you can see the edges are actually very similar in there, but the edge on the current Inazone is 1,000 times better than the older one. I paddled this older one a few times, was not that big of a fan of it. I know it's got somewhat of a following and some people really liked it, but me personally was not that fan of it. I was into the slicey boats, full-on slice back then. So they were after kind of a hybrid slice boat when that thing came out, I think, which, you know, there was a couple other kind of boats that fell in that market. Looking at the side, look how thin it is. It is a very, it was painful sitting in this thing. Old rotomolded thigh braces. You guys see that thing hanging down? That little flappy thing. What do you think that is? I know what it is, but what do you think why do you think Pyranha did that? I know a couple other manufacturers did that. This was a boat by my buddy Naaman. He picked one up and had I had some Frankenstein outfit in it, but it seemed to work. So yeah, you guys leave in the comments what you think of the Inazone versus the Inazone. Definitely if you've paddled both. Thanks a lot, and see y'all on the next one.